What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the I Formation podcast here with Ben Hall, my guy LaRon McClain. Coming this week, we're just going to be kind of going over the week 4 slate and kind of the picks from that game and our thoughts on that game. But before we start today, how you doing, LaRon?
Man, I'm good, man. Good, man. Blessed to be on here again, man. Sharing this NFL content. Remember, all our subscribers, man, like, what I'm saying, share, what I'm saying. Give us some comments, man. Give us some feedback. Tell us how we doing. You know what I'm saying, man. We just rolling in every week, week in, week out, man. Got a special guest coming on next week.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? One of my former teammates, man. I know a guy. It's so crazy. I wish we got him on this week, but I know it's gonna be next week. But a guy that I seen just, I think, come in as a free agent and merge, bro, to one of the top corners in the league, man. That's crazy, man. So can't wait to have that interview. But like we said, man, like, subscribe, follow us on all platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Check us out on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we doing, man. How you doing today, boss?
Man, doing good, doing pretty good. Just keep going. Excited for tonight's matchup, Thursday night
Oh
football.
yeah.
Actually, we could talk. We can start with that. We'll do a
Okay.
prediction and then we'll do. All right, so we'll do that. We'll start with our prediction for tonight. Tough Thursday night matchup just because the Broncos have really struggled. I think Russell Wilson hasn't been cooking. It hasn't been pretty there. It hasn't been pretty there. And in the Colts, it's been just as ugly. And now Jonathan Taylor's out. So I really don't have much to say about this game, to be completely honest.
Man,
It's
Jesus. But it's so crazy. My little son Colin, man, he a Colts fan. I don't know why he a Colts fan, but he loved the Colts, man. But I told him Jonathan Taylor was out. He was like, man, we still gonna win and all that. So I really don't know, man. I would have thought the Colts would have been coming on a little bit more better this season, just
yeah,
with having a better quarterback with Matt Ryan. But it's like Matt Ryan to turn a little bit. I don't know if it's the offense or what it is. I know Jonathan Taylor hasn't got going yet like he wants to, and now he's out tonight. Like you said, Russ ain't cooking. He ain't cook. I thought he would have been really like in the kitchen, probably about to serve the dinner now. Probably, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
and cooking up some more with all the weapons that he had, all the weapons that he have. You know what I'm saying, with the team and all that. So I really don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know who's gonna win this game tonight. You know what I'm saying. I hope Russ be Russ and coming to his day. I'm like, Russ, man, you got more weapons. I don't know if it's the O line. I don't know if it's the new coach. I don't know if it's the offense. You know what I'm saying, that's messing Russ up. But I mean, gonna be something to see tonight, man. I hope Denver can pull it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the Broncos just because JT is out. Jonathan Taylor is out for the Colts, and I don't know how good the Colts will be. Then they got two key players out. I mean, I think a couple players out on defense as well.
Yeah, Leonard's
Uh,
out.
yeah, Leonard's out. So I mean, I think that's a big thing too. And I heard, I saw on Twitter earlier this week that it said like Irsay, that the owner was like the GM on a hot seat, Frank on a hot seat, and Matt on a hot seat. So I'm
Yep.
just like, man, the season just started, man, and he already talking about getting rid of him. So I don't know if I don't know if he going into that thing of tanking and trying to get Bryce or CJ Stroud or something like that. You know, except from Ohio State. But you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting what these teams do coming up, especially these teams that starting slow, like on 4 or like 1-3, like teams starting like that. Like what are they gonna do? You know, especially with them quarterbacks coming out next year.
Yeah, I fully agree. There's been a couple teams where I'm like, this might be the year to tank. Like the Falcons, the Falcons are winning games. We'll talk about them a little later, but like Mariota isn't your franchise quarterback. So like obviously you don't want to just purposely tank, but having a top 5 pick this year is very important because I think Stroud and Young will both be probably 3 and 4, 2 and like because right now I think the edge rusher Anderson
Yeah,
will be number one. I
yeah.
think he's just I mean he's been doing this since he's a freshman. Like I just think he'll be number one depending on but like it's so tough to say because you don't know who's gonna have the pick and you don't know who needs a quarterback and who doesn't. Like
Yeah,
because Detroit's struggling right now and Detroit could move on from golf if the opportunity's there. So I really don't know, but like you were saying, the Colts not looking good. They're really struggling. And for my prediction tonight, I'm gonna go Broncos 28, um, Colts 24. I think the Broncos win by 4. The spread's 3.5. we always
Yeah.
see these odds makers like right on. So I think the Broncos are going to cover, but just by half a point. And I'm going to go. Like I said, I can't bet. I can't side with the Colts with no Jonathan Taylor, and that's shown this year. Jonathan Taylor's had games where he's rushed for 20 yards, 40 yards. Like that's not him. And in those games, they went on to lose. So yeah, I can't side with the Colts tonight. I really liked them coming into the year. That was actually my big prediction for them to win the South, and now it's looking like the Jaguars might win the South, which I don't think anybody could have predicted. Like that's insane. I,
Crazy, man.
I don't know.
It's just so crazy, man. They had the number one pick the last 2 years and got their quarterback, got their DN, and now they whooping up on they trying to whoop up on the AFC South, man. So
Yep.
it's crazy, man. I hate the coach. I hate the coach started out like that, got the tie and then lost, and I mean then they won, then they lost, then they won. So it just like you said, man, any given Sunday, man, it's crazy, man. Any given Thursday now with them playing tonight. And Jonathan Taylor being, I think it's just gonna be hard for him, you know what I'm saying, against them Broncos. And I hope, man, I'm praying that Russ just get into his zone tonight. Short week. Game plan should be simple, you know what I'm saying, to let Russ do his thing. Russ, you know what I'm saying, with his running back out for the season now, you know what I'm saying, I
Yeah.
think that's a big blow. That's a big blow to him. But, he still got the threats on the outside, man. So hope Russ could cook tonight and do his thing.
Yeah. So now going to the last week's matchups, we'll talk about Thursday night football first, the Dolphins Bengals game, and the big story, Tua suffering a head injury, and the way it went down. Like you have much more intake on this than I do. You were in the locker room and you've dealt with stuff like this. But
Yeah.
from a fan side, from a dude who hasn't played, him going out there was insane. I know that's the generic response, but like there's no other way to look at it. I don't think any fan can look at it and say he should have played. And then the fact that they say it was a back or leg injury when he was wobbling the week before, like that's bizarre. And just if any player on your team, on your practice squad, like you have to protect them. It's a
Yeah.
business. They don't care. They threw him
Yeah,
out there. They
man.
do not care. It's terrible. I'm gonna let you talk more, but it's
And
terrible.
it's so crazy. And then this is the part that pissed me off, that they made the doctor take the fall. I feel like the
Oh,
doctor
he's
just
out.
took the
He's out.
fall.
Yeah, yeah. Now
Yeah,
he's
he
gone.
out. He out, just like he told him. But I know somebody told him upstairs to do whatever we can to get him back.
We
To
need
get
him,
him back
right?
for this. Get him back for this quick game. And I know him as a doctor. You know what I'm saying. He get paid from the team. You know what I'm saying. I know he probably told him to get back in, but just as it's safe for concussions, man. A guy played fullback, went through concussions. Like Joe Burrow came on and said that he played through like concussion type symptoms and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I know I did a few times. Just scared to come out the field. But when you got a guy that hits his head like that, man, that hits the back of his head like that, gets up stumbling, that should be a wrap right there, man. Take his helmet. I remember I played for the Chiefs, man, and we played the Indianapolis Colts, and I came in and blocked the guy, and my whole like right side was like tingling, like the whole right side tingling. My head hurting on the right side, and I'm just trying to figure it out. I told the doc, as soon as I told the doc that it was tingling and then my right side of my head was hurt, he took my helmet. He took my helmet, took me out the game, and I felt good after a while. Like I felt good that I could go back in there and compete, but they would not let me go back in the game. And for them to let Tua, for one thing, go back in the game and then mess around and play Thursday, and then the way that the guy slammed him to the ground on Thursday night, man, the how his fingers was, it's like he had I don't know. I heard some
Seizure.
people say, yeah, some people said it was like a seizure, yeah, like a seizure type when he hit his head, man. And I was like, man, it's ridiculous. Like, try to get the guy that y'all finna ruin this old man career just for like one game. You know what I'm saying? And like, y'all should have set him down. I feel they should have set him down in that short week to give him a whole week,
Yep.
then come back this following Sunday, and I think he had been ready. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? My guy didn't go through no concussion protocol. They said it was his back. Your back is not gonna make you. I understand that your legs be whopped, but how his legs were, man, dude was dazed. He was dazed, didn't know where he was for a second. They had to hold him up, you know what I'm saying, and take him out, man. And with him leaving, man, that cost a big shot. My Bridgewater did a good job, let him drive down that one drive and score, but
Yeah.
they couldn't get the job done, you know what I'm saying, on a short week versus, you know what I'm saying, the Bengals. And I thought they gonna be like, I thought they could still go pull it out, but they didn't. And now you didn't got them out for another game, and not even knowing like the near future, like you know what I'm saying, for Tua or what Tua want to do now. So I hate that they did. I hate that they did that to him, putting him back in the game. Man, concussions are serious, man. Like right now, I'm going through stuff on my own, and I be telling people like if it wasn't for you know what I'm saying, my lady and especially you, bro, for the show, you know what I'm saying, breaking down and stuff that we need, you know what I'm saying. I know I'd be all over the place, you know what I'm saying, on our
Yeah.
show just with, you know what I'm saying, my concussion type symptoms and all that, you know, so I deal with stuff every other day. You know what I'm saying? I'm remembering stuff and trying to, you know what I'm saying, depending on my lady and all this, man. So I just want to tell people, man, the shit is serious, you know what I'm saying? The shit is so serious, you know what I'm saying? It's part of my life now. You know, I'm scared. I'm like, I not just to be honest, I'm scared a little bit just how it's gonna be for the future for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Just of guys that, you know, offensive lineman and D lineman, you know what I'm saying, they hitting every play. You know what I'm saying? How some of them guys are right now, you know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, man. The violent game. And I know it's part of football that we play it, man. It's just like sometimes you don't even want the sons, you know. So I got two boys playing, so you don't even want your boys playing ball, but you want them protected and all that. So that's why I tell my son stay in Baltimore, and I got my bonus son down here. So when we go to his games on Saturdays, I tell him like, if you get hit and you feel some type of way, come out the game. You like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care how I feel. Like, don't get back in that game. I'm gonna come on the field and take your helmet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just to be serious about it, man. I hate that for Tua. And God willing, man, he bounced back and you know what I'm saying, become, you know what I'm saying, keep on the road that he's been going on, you know what I'm saying, with the Dolphins, because they got a high power offense, bro. I'm excited for them. I was excited for them just
Yeah.
to see how much they can do with them two guys on the outside, man. Gasecki in the middle of that tight end. Like you got to make those some decisions, man. Edmonds running the ball, you know what I'm saying? Like it was exciting. Like I like
Yeah.
real talk, man. More said, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole offense just, you know, dope. And I love their coach, man. The coach got so much
Yeah.
swag,
Yeah. You do.
laid back. You know what I'm saying? And like people hated that he's like they said what he said, like when they was on the watching the show together, you know what I'm saying, going back on the plane and everything. That probably was the truth. He
Yeah.
probably was. He probably was probably the symptoms probably calmed down a little bit on him, but as in getting out in the game and trying to get all the plays and doing this and doing that and running from guys and getting hit again and getting hit on your head, like it's scary, man. It's a scary game, man. It's a scary game. And, you know what I'm saying, salute to everybody, man. I just hope, you know what I'm saying, this Thursday night, everybody be protected. And come Sunday, man, everybody be protected. And no concussions, you know what I'm saying, this week for anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Fully agree. And that's like you said, you've been through it. And that's what like for the people listening, like you have to hear it from an actual person who's went through it. Like I feel like a lot of people just kind of, obviously there was the big backlash to the Dolphins, but there's also some people I feel like are just kind of like, well, it's football. No, like they're human beings. They
Yeah.
live a normal life, and to kind of, it's just a bad situation. But to kind of
Got
get away from
families,
it,
man. Got more. It's life at the football, man. Like I'm
yes,
in my part right now. Like as people can understand, man, it's life at the football, man.
yeah,
Guys expect to play. You know what I'm saying? Mostly 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I got 7 years in. You know what I'm saying? Now it's transition. I've been out the league. I've been out the league for a minute now. Just transition to something. It's life at the football, man. You got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy life. Enjoy the fruit of your labor. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
And you can't even do that because you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, messed up in the head. You know what I'm saying? I know my first probably a couple years out, you know what I'm saying, I was dealing with a lot, depression, anxiety, you know what I'm saying, crazy headaches. I mean, I was popping 800 ibuprofens like every day, you know what I'm saying, dealing with that stuff, man. So I know how serious it was. When I seen him wobbling, man, I said, I like, man, take him out, like, take him
yeah,
out. Then when he came back in, I'm like, what's going on, man? Like what's going on? And I felt like it was just an
yeah,
organization call to try to get them up in the division. You know what I'm saying? Playing the Bills and everything. Like I did not understand that. Like him going back there and then playing Thursday in another AFC game, which is important. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? I think if it was an NFC game, they probably would have set him out. But an AFC game, which is important, early game, which is important for an early win, though, you know what I'm saying, for playoff stuff down the line. You know what I'm saying? They put him back out there, man, and then that happened because he was going good, you know what I'm saying, until that happened. And when that happened, his hands like that, you know what I'm saying? They had to bring the cart out, you know what I'm saying, take him to the hospital, man. I felt bad. I know, like, if I was in here crying a little bit, man, because I'm like, man, like, it's like, I think he really had, like I said it then, I'm like, man, did he have a seizure or like how his hands were, you know what I'm saying? Like, just hitting his head like that, man. But, more power. Been watching Tua since he was here at Alabama and Tuscaloosa. Went to a few of his events in Tuscaloosa, man. More power to, his foundation, man. Great parents. You know what I'm saying? I just hope he bounced back from this. You know what I'm saying? To come back out stronger, man. Just take about 2 weeks off, man, and just get your mind clear. You know what I'm saying? Away from this mess, man, and come back out swinging, throwing that left hand ball like you've been throwing, man.
Yeah, fully agree with everything. But now moving away from that game into Sunday, the other games, the morning game, the Vikings Saints, the double doink. This is like there's been so many like speechless games that have
Yeah,
like
that
that have
game was
kept me.
so good. And it was a
It was
good one, too. It was a
awesome.
good early one, man. It was a
Yeah,
good early one, too, man.
it was great. I did not think there was any chance that the Saints stayed in that game with Andy Dalton at their quarterback and no Kamara. Kamara, that was another thing that was kind of weird. No, the Kamara heading in all week was going to play. Like everybody thought he'd play. Everybody thought he'd play. The morning of, he gets rolled out. So it's
Yeah.
like, all right, well, it was just not expected for that to happen. And then the fact that it did happen that way, he doesn't play. The Saints look like they're going to get killed. Like there's no chance they compete with the Vikings team who's looked as good as they are. But honestly, the biggest thing I took away from this game is that the NFC North is not as good as people thought it would be. I
Yep.
think the Vikings struggled this one. The Packers got killed by the Vikings earlier in the year and then went and almost lost to the Patriots without Mac Jones. The
Third
Bears are the
string quarterback.
Bears. The Bears are the Bears. And then
Oh, bro, what is oh my God. I know we're not talking about the Bears right now, but I don't know what Phil's gonna do over there, man.
we're gonna
Like
talk
it
about that
looks
soon.
so
That's the
good.
one of the things I wrote down. We're talking about
We're
that
gonna
soon.
talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. But yeah, like you said with the game, with the Viking, man, just being over there in London, man. I know it was a great atmosphere over there. I could feel it from the TV, man. It was a great game, making those field goals, and Minnesota making they doing their thing, making their field goal. Then the guy kicking the deep field goal, then high just went. I would have thought it would have hit the backboard and went in, just like Tuck
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Tuck did that time, but going forward, man, like it was a great game. I know, you know what I'm saying? I know it's not no moral victories, you know what I'm saying, when you lose or whatever, but I know they came out that game like, man, we competed, we did our thing, came down to a kick, you know what I'm saying, and bounced off the, you know what I'm saying, the goal post, man. But it was a great way to start out that Sunday, though. I tell you that, you know what I'm saying? I would thank God that we get to do it again this Sunday with an early game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Coming up early. So you waking straight up into it. You know what I'm saying? A great, awesome game, man. But the Vikings look good. The Vikings look, you know what I'm saying, decent. Kirk Cousins still doing Kirk Cousins things. He just playing like Kirk Cousins. Like, I don't
Yeah.
even know how to describe his game. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to describe his game, but Kirk Cousins doing Kirk Cousins things, and got Thielen involved. I seen they got Thielen involved, you know what I'm saying? Because they got a little high powered offense if you know what I'm saying, really look into it.
Yep.
You know, and I would have think, like you said, I wouldn't thought the Saints would have hung in there with Kamara. Just hopefully, they said he gonna play this Sunday, but hopefully he does his thing, man. So, man, it was a great way to start off Sunday.
So now to the next game, we're gonna talk about this. I gotta get this off my chest. And LeBron probably isn't gonna like this. The Ravens Bills. I want to hear his thoughts. I want to know if I'm delusional. I think Harbaugh's gotta be fired. I want to.
Bro,
I know LeBron. We talked about it last year.
yeah,
I was like my whole life growing up, in Baltimore, being a Ravens fan. I've always defended Harbaugh growing up. Like last year, they were bashing him. It's like, well, he's got an injured roster. This year, I can't. I don't know what. That's 2 leads. Like, am I? I'm gonna let you talk. You played for a coach. You
man.
know
Real
better than me.
talk, real talk. Just being honest. Just, and I'm gonna keep it short. 2 leads. You know what I'm saying, in big games, and I knew I felt it going into halftime when the Bills
That
scored.
last drive killed the Ravens.
Yeah, excuse me. When they scored, I was like, here we go again, here we go. I said, here we go. I said, with their offense, with the Bills, how they run their offense, man. And we're not getting like, you know what I'm saying, to Josh, like, I mean, to my guy like we need to. You know what I'm saying? I said, I don't know what we're gonna do. But to come, it all came down to us driving the ball, 9-minute drive, all the way down to the goddamn inside the 5,
Oh
and it's
my
4th
god.
down. And like me personally, with being at home and the way that really like the game goes, you know what I'm saying, for the Ravens, sometimes when they get that little league or something, stuff happens for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
feel like you kick the field goal right there, put your defense out there with them throwing the ball. We could get a tip ball, we could get a sack fumble,
Yeah.
anything, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I'm saying, anything to, you know what I'm saying, like get the ball back and we win the game. We only needed one stop, you know what I'm saying, to get the game. But you go for it on fourth, and then the call, you know, I
Come on,
understand the
man.
call.
You put
We
Mike
had
Davis in
double,
a slot. What?
we had
Wow.
double slant up top with the like in route by Andrews with a corner route by
Yeah.
Dumoulin. And like as in the heat of the game, just how the game was and how they was on Lamar in the second half, he looking at the rush. Like I felt like he was looking at the
Yep.
rush when they got him. You know what I'm saying? Missed the guy on the slant backside.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then when you know he his number one read ain't right, he going for Andrews.
Yep.
You know what I'm
He
saying? Which
doubled
made
him.
him, I feel like, which made him miss Dumerville,
Duvernay in
who
the
took
back.
the safety, who took the safety off the route in the back of
Yep.
the end zone, who had him beat. Then you throw it late. You throw it late is a pick,
Yeah.
man, especially with
Yeah.
good safeties like that. So, and then you know it's crazy, man. Then we're down 20-20, and them guys they get the ball and do exactly what they need to do. Drive it all the way down, get it
Yeah.
down, kick a little goddamn 20-yard field goal, man, and like just win the game. You lose like that. That's demoralizing, man. Like they take a lot out of you as a team, especially when it's raining out there, man. You know the game gonna be, you know what I'm saying, crazy. It was raining the whole time. You had control of the game the entire game. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Like you had control of the game, man, but they let the Bills come in our house again, just like Miami did. Like we haven't won at home in like 6 straight games. Like it's crazy. Like M&T Bank is not the it's like M&T Bank is not the place that it need to be. You know what I'm saying? As a home
Yeah.
field event, like teams are coming in and they be like, oh yeah, they could get up 21, they could get up 17, they could get up how many points they want. We'll come back because
Yeah. We'll be fine.
they'll trick it away. They'll trick it away, man. But I feel like, you know, as a Harbaugh, my guy, I love Harbaugh to death. I feel like he should have kicked that field goal right there. Best kick in the league. Kick that field goal, kick off, let them drive, let them be able to drive the whole, like they drove the whole field, you know what I'm saying, to kick that field goal to win. But it's different when you got a lead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can blitz a
Yeah.
little more. You can, you know, play it back, let them throw it quick, get a tip ball or something off a slant or anything could have happened, man. Sack fumble. That's all I was thinking, man. And then get it done, man. And now we 2-2, tied up in this goddamn AFC North with everybody who's terrible. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We should run away. We should run away. We should run away with the AFC North easy. You know what I'm saying? Even over Cincinnati. I'm not even studying Cincinnati. Cincinnati's not what I thought they were gonna be either. But I feel like
Nope.
the Raiders with everything that they got going, you know what I'm saying? Even some of the play calling though, you know what I'm saying? I really don't even talk about the play calling sometimes with the OC, but even with some of the, you know what I'm saying, I would have gave Jake with it raining like that, JK would have had so many carries, bro. He would have had so
Literally.
many and he looked good. He was ready for
Look
the game.
great.
And I'm like, what's going on, man? Like, what's going on with your play calling? Like, what do you think? But I understand I'm trying to throw the ball and do this and do that. You know, it's hard to catch the ball in the rain. They dropped a
Yeah.
few, caught a few. You know what I'm saying? So, man, kick 3 at the end, man. It's 23-20. Get on the ball back with 8 seconds. That means they got to come down and at least get a field goal to tie it up. We're going to overtime.
Yep.
Or they got to drive the ball and score. I would have said, I would have loved them to do that. And still, I would have loved them to kick the field goal 23-20. They come down and at least kick their field goal and tie it up. And we in overtime. We still got a chance.
Yeah.
But you give us no chance when you go for it. I understand if we would have got it, everybody been all that,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the call that was called, double slant on the backside. You playing against the number one defense in the league, you know what I'm saying, so far.
Yep.
And I feel like they knew what was coming. You know what I'm saying? They doubled Andrews and kept Duperville on the open field with one of the best safeties in the league, man. He made a play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it's so crazy. I'm watching it. And I ran to the bathroom and had to come back on. I don't know, and they decided to go fast because I come back in here and Lamar on the sideline looking frustrated. I'm like, did we miss the field goal? That's what I said at first. Then they showed the replay. Man, I fell down to my knees. I said, what's going on, man? Like, got the pick, man. So it frustrates, man. It frustrates, man. But I feel like Harbaugh gonna have to turn this thing around, man. We're 2-2 at the quarter, you know what I'm saying? First quarter, you know what I'm saying, the season, you know what I'm saying, with the first 4 games. So I feel like he gonna have to turn it around, you know what I'm saying, do something different. You know, so I think if he ever in that situation again, he just didn't have I think he had trust in the D, you know what I'm saying, at the
That's what
time.
yeah.
Yeah, the way that the Bills was moving the ball, you know what I'm saying? But still though, man, just go for the three. And if the Bills move the ball, we need one stop. Like even if they get in field goal range, we need one stop before they can tie it up. And we still got a chance at overtime. And with Lamar, I understand, you know what I'm saying, Josh Allen doing this thing over there. Josh Allen, Lamar is overtime. I take Lamar over anybody, you know what I'm saying, all day, you know what I'm saying, when the game on the line. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And just man, we didn't get it down on that third down. We didn't get it
Yeah.
down on the third down. Okay, then let's kick it, man. We got the best kick in the league. The defense, I feel like the defense would have made a play, boss. And we could talk about
I,
this shit for a whole show.
I agree. I agree. Oh, I agree. No, I agree 100% because,
For
oh my
real,
God.
man.
Uh,
That shit was hard. It hurt me, man. It hurt me, man. I just hate losing game. I mean, the two games that we lost, man, like it's crazy, man.
it's
Even
like
with
unreal. It's
Yeah,
like,
and I think he was thinking. I think he was thinking back at that game too, because they was just in a man like McDonald calling the plays, and Tua, and they were just on point. They're like
yeah,
everything they was doing was working. Like no matter what that damn defensive coordinator tried to throw at him, whatever the hell he be doing, whatever he tried to throw, whatever he tried to throw at him, he was just cooking them. And I saw Peters get pissed off and Harbaugh at the end when everybody kicked the field goal. I'm like, Peters, like you getting your ass cooked too. Like
yeah,
you was getting cooked a little bit too. Like man, Humphrey holding it down over there where he was at first pick of the game. Like
yep,
that shit hype. Like got us hype. I swear when he got that pick, I was like, yeah, it finna be a long day for them. We finna route their ass. We at
yeah,
home. Like we finna get it, man. So it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I was looking. It's so crazy. I was thinking about my son's birthday up there. His birthday next week, but they on the road against the Giants
in
next
New
week.
York.
And I think
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna come the following week and take them to that Sunday game. I think when we play the Bengals.
yeah.
Browns,
No, Browns.
Browns,
Browns at
not the
home. Yeah, yeah,
Browns, yeah, the Browns. So I'll probably come up to that one. Like, man, we bet not drop man at home to the Browns, man. So
well, like you said, we could go on all day. I'm gonna just give one more minute. The the it's like speechless. The biggest thing, okay, you're killing the whole game. Your offense can't score 1 point in the second half. That's the start. You can't score 1 point in the second half. Second, okay, you're down at the goal line. Punch the ball in before fourth down. Why is it so difficult to score a touchdown before fourth down and then make it tougher? That play shouldn't have even been there. You know,
facts.
I would have given Dobbins the ball once Duvernay had to catch it to two. I'd have given Dobbins the ball all 3 times. I would have. I honestly would have let Dobbins go or all what 2 more times.
Yep.
At worst, like I would
At worst,
honestly.
we're on the inch-yard line and
Yes.
we can sneak it in, or at best, dive and score on one of the
Yeah,
time. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Like you want to. I don't understand. Like I never understood that when I was in the league. Why throw from the 2 yard line when you got big hogs up in the front? Get in too tight. It's mano y mano. I
In
don't
the
think the
pouring down
Bills would
rain.
have. And the
In the
Bills had.
pouring down rain.
Who was out? Bills had like two key players on defense out.
Yeah. And Oliver, yes. Oliver was out too.
Yep. So with them guys being out, you know they want to stack. Like you throwing it, you playing it to they strength, which is, you know what I'm saying, the safety that they got. I know one is out, but you know, with Pryor back, they're like, you throwing it to their strength. Yeah, that coach know how to do. We go man up on the backside. He probably ain't gonna look back. Like I think they knew like he's not gonna look left. If Andrews on the right, he going right this whole time. Like he finna look at Andrews. Andrews double. Then you start backtracking. When he
Yep.
start backtrack, when he start on a replay, when he start backtracking, I'm like shit. Like I don't even know what to do. Throw it up or he threw that motherfucker. Got it pick. I would have rather for it to get, you know what I'm saying, knocked down. I wouldn't want to pick. I know they would have had the ball still, but I wouldn't want to pick. You just throw a crucial pick that hurt your stats and
Yeah.
act like you done had a bad game, you know what I'm saying, all that. So hopefully, man, a quick thing to move on from, you know what I'm saying. I hope they bounce back. Hopefully they bounce back this week, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
regroup, bro. Hope they
Uh,
bounce back and regroup, bro. Because if they don't, man, I'm gonna be I'll be highly pissed up here on. I'll be highly pissed here on Sundays.
no, they
people,
got it.
people,
And,
my girl gonna say, man, you acting like you still playing. I'm like, man, come on, man. I'm here, Ravens down. I got a t-shirt, shorts, hat.
yeah. Yeah. I feel like sometimes I'll be caring more than them. I'm in there. That that game, I'm gonna just move on because that game had me pissed. There's
I
a
know
million
you're
different things.
even if you're a diehard Ravens fan, and even like walking out that stadium, and I know you was pissed. I know you was pissed watching that game. Bills Mafia always travel. I know they
Yep.
rub that shit in.
Yep.
Like I know people was pissed about that game, and like everybody was like, "Man, get Harbaugh out of there, fire Harbaugh, Harbaugh, my guy, man. I don't know, he should be fired, but sir, like some you got to be, you just can't be. You got to be conservative sometime, man, and put trust in your guys. Like you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Just put trust in your D. Say, man, I'm gonna kick this three. The worst that can happen, they can drive down and tie it. They're
Yep.
not gonna score. I'm just saying they're not. Oh, they're not gonna score on us, man. They're not gonna try us. Like we done kept everything in front of us, man. They really dinked the ducked us the whole way. Time's
Yeah.
gonna be against them. You could
Exactly.
tell in the drive that they had, time was against them to like score a touchdown. But at this 2020, like they just
They
okay. This is all we got to do.
they
Do
had
do
to
do
get to
do
the
do do
40.
do.
They had
Yep,
to get to
yep,
the
do,
35. Like that was the if you kick a field goal there, the they can't run the clock down to score a touchdown because
yep,
that they ran the clock down to kick a field goal. If you're up a field goal, they have to play it safe where, all right, well, we need to get our kicker out here at this time to make the field goal. We got to use our timeouts here. When you're tied, it's like, well, we can just run the clock down, kick a field goal. Instead, if they're trying to win, they're gonna have to try to score a touchdown. They got to go faster. It's I
the play calling different, man. The play calling different.
yep.
Your play calling different on offense and everything. Like that whole thing comes together. Like the Bills, they play calling. Like when they knew oh shit, it's tied up. Only thing we gotta do is get a field goal range. Okay, all right, these the plays we gonna call right here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna take a shot. Instead of taking a shot on first down, we go do something simple, then take a shot on second down. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they was prepared for hit Dawson Knox on that little over route. And I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's
Yep.
going on then? It's all downhill from there. You know what I'm saying? Let Josh Allen could have had like two runs or something, like, you know what I'm saying, crazy, and would have put him in field goal range just to get him a shot. Like they could have still missed it. Probably like
Exactly. In the rain. In the rain. It was yeah.
it's raining.
Exactly. I
Run
don't
the ball. Run the fucking, excuse my language, run the ball, god damn it. Run the ball, man. Like JK ain't come back for nothing. They talking about the Gus Bus come back soon, you know what I'm saying, back at
yeah.
practice. But man, run the ball, man. You know, I'm always, you know what I'm saying, stick to the run game, man. But run the ball, sir.
Yeah, I fully agree. But we got like 20 more minutes. So we'll do, instead of going through all the games, we'll do a couple of questions what I wrote down before this that won't take us as long, but it's some good debates. So, kind of looking at the next game we would have talked about, the Bears game. So Justin
Yeah.
Fields, we talked about this earlier, is not working out. He isn't, he isn't getting any help to start your rookie career, coming in with Nagy, who was god awful, and then getting a new first year head coach is just extremely tough for him. But the question I wrote down right now, if you had to choose between Justin Fields or Mac Jones, who are you taking? And I know people are going to hate my answer. I said Justin Fields. Mac Jones was gifted Bill Belichick, and a offense was going to trust him. They had
Yeah.
Mac Jones handing the ball off every single play against the Bills last year on that Monday night win fest that they ended up winning because Bill Belichick is not going to let Mac Jones go out there and look bad. The Bears could care less. The Bears said, you know what? Here, we're going to do whatever. We're not going to set up a situation for you to build confidence. We're going to do whatever. They played week 1 in the pouring down rain, and Justin Fields threw the ball a ton. Like the difference I'm trying to make here is Mac Jones was brought into a system where he was going to be built up and they were going to slowly work him in to what they wanted. The Bears, he came in with Matt Nagy, who is lost and now has a first year head coach this year. Nothing is working out. He has a horrible offensive line. He has no weapons. I'm taking
a defensive mind coach at that. You bring in a defensive mind coach.
Yes.
A head coach.
It has no offense. There's no offense. You don't have offensive linemen. You don't have wide receiver. I think personally Justin Fields is better than Mac Jones, but it can't be shown because of the absolute garbage that the Bears have done. The Bears, I could go on all day with this one too.
I feel like I agree with you. You keep going. I feel like Justin Fields way better, bro. I agree way better than Mac. I know Mac, Bama boy, but I think Justin Fields way better. Athletic wise, throwing the ball, do everything. Like I think they just got to get an offense around, an offense that fits his thing. And then I don't understand, like you said, pouring down rain, man. You got him throwing 100 times a game, and he rolling out and running running
Yep.
for his life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this what I don't get. This what kills me. The GM. Like, you were an offensive lineman playing in the league, sir.
Yeah.
Like, can you please get some guys in there that's going to protect this young man? You know what I'm saying? Can we get offensive coordinator? Can we get some protections and stuff like that you know what I'm saying, help this man, you know what I'm saying, evolve, you know what I'm saying, to this thing? Because the defense is pretty solid.
They'll do
You
their
know what I'm saying?
job.
They pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? They just need some help on
Yeah.
the offensive side, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Help them out a little bit. But it's crazy, man. And the Mac situation, I just think like Mac need Josh. Mac missing Josh. He missing Josh
Yeah.
big time. I don't know what the hell they doing with the Patriots. And then it's so crazy that they did what they did against the Packers on the road with the third guy. You know
Bailey
what I'm saying?
Zapp and they're balling. Like,
And they gotta understand. And Zap ain't trash now. Zap,
oh,
he know.
he broke Joe Burrow's record.
Yup, he a beast now. That's why I said throwing that pill, you give him time, like he do it, and he almost got A-Rod ass, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's the exciting part about this league, you know what I'm saying? Young guy coming there against the big time A-Rod, then flinch, man. They had to go to overtime and they had to get him by a field goal at the end of overtime. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? So that's that, man. This NFL interesting, man. I hope, like you said, man, I just hope Fields get a better, you know what I'm saying, thing, man, because this is ridiculous. Because they always go compare, you know, Joe Burrow to everybody now, like how Joe did. Joe going
Yeah.
out, coming back, going to the Super Bowl. Now they're expecting every young guy to come in and
Yep.
do his thing. And then I know this on I know this on subject. I'm so glad the Steelers lost balls. Oh my God.
Oh, you
Nothing.
didn't never with the rookie. You would have never heard the end of how good Pickett is. I was happy. No bias. I was happy too because that had to happen. We would have never heard the end of how good Pickett is. Pickett's fumbling
Oh
the
my
ball. What they deserve to lose. They're lose.
Bro, oh my God, we went heard the last of it. Oh, pick at this, pick at that.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
my
I'm like,
phone's
man,
blowing up.
please be
I'm
still.
watching Red Zone in the Ravens game. My phone's blowing up. The Pickett's brought into the game. Oh, here comes Pickett. They think he is the great man.
I just don't get it. I don't get it about Pickett. I don't get it about like Pickett either. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know Trubisky, and I feel like Trubisky, I feel like it's hard for him at that quarterback position because he got that young guy behind him, first round
Yeah.
pick behind him
Yep.
on his neck. Like, you know what I'm
And
saying?
they're
Right
booing him,
here,
and the
like,
fans are booing him. Like,
yeah, then I mess up
Pittsburgh's.
this, I mess up this, it's a wrap. I mess up this, it's a wrap. It's a full team thing, man. Like,
Yep.
you gotta have the weapons around him, do something too, man. So it's crazy. All I said, that quarterback position, you know what I'm saying? I think it's the hardest thing to ever play in the NFL.
Yep.
That and quarterback, you
Yep.
know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
We're on the island, but that quarterback position, running the whole thing and understanding that no matter what your defense do, everything's on you. You know what I'm saying? No matter if your defense give up 35, you better have 36.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, coming down to you, we need to do something at quarterback. We need to change that quarterback. That's why I'm glad
Yep.
the Ravens never had that problem. Win, lose, or draw, they already know who our quarterback is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially then we got a strong, dope backup, you know what I'm saying? That could
Yeah.
be probably could help some of these teams right now.
100%. Fully agree. But yeah, like I mean, we both were on the same page. Justin Fields, I think, is way better than Mac Jones. But we won't get to see it until the Bears really allow Fields to be Fields. Like you can't draft a quarterback and then not let him be what he is. But to talk about another quarterback situation, which this one is bizarre, the Cowboys situation at quarterback with Dak and Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is winning more than Dak was playing better. That I don't know how you feel. I think that to say that to how do I word it? I don't think you could possibly bench Dak for Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
With all due respect to Cooper Rush, he's the backup. He is a backup. He's doing his role. He is playing great as a backup, but he is not coming in throwing for 300 plus and for like it's not. He's doing enough to win the games.
Yeah.
But to say he's, I mean, Dak Prescott, you paid the money. You have like, and Jerry Jones just keeps running his mouth on radio shows and keeps getting all the attention put on Dallas because he's an idiot. Jerry Jones is an idiot. You can mark that down. He just doesn't stop. Like he's on the show saying they how did he word it? I don't remember exactly how he worded it, but he basically said Dak should be worried or Cooper Rush. No, he said, wouldn't it be nice to have to make a decision? Trying to kind of like speculating, like, oh yeah, maybe. No, just shut up. You paid Dak the money. You always want it to be about you. You're always saying
Yeah.
some stupid ass shit, and my mouth, like, just it pisses me off. Like,
Jerry be
you always
tripping,
want.
man.
No,
Jerry be trying.
I get pissed, bro. It pisses me off.
Marcus Spears, man, was on the Pivot podcast. Shout out to them over there. Ryan Clark, man, you know what I'm saying? Fred Taylor, no, you know what I'm saying? Shannon. But he said on there, man, he said just like how he runs the organization is kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? Being the owner of the GM, you know
And
what
the
I'm saying,
GM,
and
yeah,
everything, you know what I'm saying? So with him making the decisions for your team also, you know what I'm saying, it's really like hard on the players. I know Dak probably is at the crib like, man, why the hell would he say that? Like, why would the hell would he
right,
say that in the media, man, knowing that I'm the franchise quarterback, man? You know, so I went down with my little, you know what I'm saying, incident, you know, I'm going to come back in 4 weeks, you know what I'm saying? We're expecting for Cooper to do exactly what Cooper is doing. That we
exactly,
want. That's what we want to do. So you get around back to me, so I can do a thing. But now you want a quarterback controversy, you know what I'm saying? With Cooper Rush, you know what I'm saying? So salute to Cooper Rush, man, coming in there, man's in the game, doing what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the defense helping, you know what I'm saying? Them doing their thing, you know. But you know, it's just gonna be interesting, man. We'll see in a few weeks, you know what I'm saying, when Dak is officially back to see how Jerry is gonna do this thing. I hate that for Dak, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Him getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? But I salute Cooper Rush for stepping in
right.
and proving a lot of people wrong, because they probably would have said, man, Dallas would have lost all them games. But you know what I'm saying? He played what? Carson Wentz, Daniel Jones, you know what I'm saying? And he got this is gonna be the test this week. If Dak don't come back this week and Cooper goes in on to beat LA Rams, and I'll be like, I probably as a fan or probably as a player, I'll be like, okay. Cooper been came in and you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying, sparked it up a little bit, but still all the money on the table that you didn't get Dak already. Like, what do you do? You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like, what do you do? And I think that offensive coordinator has called great games for
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, Cooper Rush. Like put him in perfect situations. CD Lamb stepping up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Him doing his thing, coming into his number one role. And the people said that they don't think he could be a number one. He doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? So that's the fun part just about football, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Them guy Cooper Rush just getting that opportunity, you know what I'm saying, stepping up to the plate, you know what I'm saying, and knocking that
Yep.
bitch out the park these last few weeks.
Yeah, fully. And like you said, his first start he beat Joe Burrow. So if he can go on and actually beat the Rams, I think that the debate is there. But as the GM, owner, all of that, just give cookie cutter answers
Yeah.
during these interviews. Like, you just look bad when he's sitting on a radio show or anything like that, kind of talking bad about his guy. I don't know. It's just
Man, my guy, he go too hard. He go too hard for get the video back on. He go too hard. He go too hard. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he that's I know that as a player probably thinking like, man, like why would he say that? Like I said
right.
earlier, like why would you say that, man? Like knowing that I'm your franchise quarterback and everything, I'm your franchise quarterback. Why would you even say that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you even, you know what I'm saying, say it whatever we can? Nah, bro, he holding it down till I get back. Like that's what he's
Yep.
supposed to do. The backup's supposed to do. Shout out to Chase Daniels, man, getting a retirement backup,
Yeah.
48 million, make 48 million as a backup.
Uh oh no, Bortles, right? Yeah.
Border. My bad, excuse. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Chase. I done retired you already, Chase. You still over there in LA. I'm sorry, Chase. I'm sorry. Yeah, Borders.
That's
Oh, Blake.
crazy though, as a
Blake
backup.
was first, but he was the first round pick though.
Yeah, and with the Jaguars, he took them to what? The conference championship?
Yeah, took him to the conference championship that year.
And then after
Yeah,
that, he was living life.
yeah.
Let me sit on the side with my hat on and make money.
Let me
You know
just
what I'm saying?
chill.
Yeah, literally. But now two more things, quick. The next one, I want to talk about this big time just because what's going on here is really exciting and impressive. Um, Aaron Rodgers and Romeo Dobbs, the connection they've had. Romeo Dobbs being a fourth round pick, I believe, from Nevada. Um, Rookie, like no chemistry with Rodgers before this year, comes in and he's Rodgers' guy. Like Rodgers is one looking him. I watched that Patriots game. Rodgers is one looking him to get like it's just so impressive how much trust he has in a rookie like that. And if you're like Rodgers is crazy. Rodgers will straight up tell the receiver they suck if they're playing bad, and Rodgers doesn't hold back. Rodgers loves him some Dobbs. The back shoulder
Yeah,
touchdown he threw to him, it was awesome. Like it's just
awesome,
really
bro.
good to see, because Devontae Adams leaving, the big question was like, who's going to step up for them? They drafted Christian Watson in the second round. They still got Cobb, and they still got Lazard, but Romeo Dobbs is really stepping up. Lazard's still the number one, but Rodgers loves him some Dobbs, and I think Dobbs has a legit chance to be a number one wide receiver in the NFL in the next few years.
Yeah, man. Just I think he overheard that one press conference that Aaron Rodgers had. I think the guy I think he went to work. I think he just went to
Yeah,
work without Aaron working on his route, working on the time, and doing everything he got to do because they look good. They look good together. Sunday, him coming on like that. So I just feel like all them other weapons, they start stepping up and doing the same thing, man. The Packers could really be something, especially with the two backs that they have. With Dylan and 3-3 back there, they've been, doing their thing. I'm not even worried about the defense, just
yep,
Aaron Rodgers in the offense. You got one of the best quarterbacks, to ever play this game, man. And everybody else step up and, do their thing. That it'll be great for them. But you ain't no telling, because like I'm gonna be honest, like in the NFC North, you had to score some points with Detroit. Because Detroit
literally.
is scoring points. Like
Yeah,
I know they lost. I know they
47.
lost that game against Seattle. You could tell like the defense got it. But I don't understand that defense quarter. He made a lot of because like I got the direct TV Sunday ticket, so I'll be flipping games and
Right.
sometimes watching. I watch the flip the games on there. Then I watch the red zone.
Yeah.
On another TV. So I'll be watching like pretty much everything. Like it was a call in that game. I'm like why would you call that? And putting them in that situation. But Detroit went right back down the field, and scored again,
Yep.
So you're gonna have to score some points, and I think you have to score some points in that, that North and like the NFC North, the do it, man. So I think the Packers just only go get better, only go get better and just them head to head division games, man, gonna mean a lot.
Yeah, I fully agree. And now the last thing, Saquon Barkley, when healthy, is the best running back in the league. I said it. I believe it. I think he is. I just think what he is doing right now is incredible. The Giants haven't played really that much competition, but Brian Dabble has set up a perfect thing. Daniel Jones is not a good NFL quarterback. He's mediocre, but when you have a
Yeah,
running back like Saquon Barkley, you can win games. He has come back from 2 ACL tears, and now this year, the biggest question was, can he stay healthy? Through 4 games, he has looked his best self. He's been as good as he's ever been. He rushed for 150 plus yards in their last game, got the ball 31 times. Um, he's been so good, and I think it's too much to overlook the Giants now. I think years previous, when Barkley goes down, it's like the Giants really aren't anything. Right now, they're 3-1, and the Cowboys and the Eagles obviously are shocking everybody 4-0. But the Cowboys, Eagles, and Giants are all competing for that one spot. I think the
yeah,
Commanders are done. Carson Wentz
yeah.
is not. Carson Wentz is what LeBron said he was at the beginning of the year. Called
I'm
it.
telling
Everybody
you.
called it crazy. He's terrible. But Saquon Barkley, I think, is the best running back in the NFL. I think what he's doing right now is incredible. And if he continues this, the Giants will make the playoffs.
Yeah, man, say, man. I love a running back, man. He remind me, a little bit of Ray Rice, when we was with the
Yep.
Ravens, but the way how shifty he is, man, the way that he does his thing, man, when the quarterback went down, Tyrod went down with the backup quarterback with him going down, you gotta get in the it wasn't no blink, man. We just gonna put him in the shotgun, just let him do his
Yeah.
put him in the wildcat, let him do his thing, man. With Saquon, man, the Giants could go far, man. I just think, that goes to the coaching, understanding what you have, so understanding what your gift is on offense, Jones, all right, gotta protect him a little bit, doing
Yep.
that. But man, hand that ball off. Hand that ball
Yeah.
off and let him wear on that defense, let him get his yards. Every play could be a big play for him. When, like you said, man, the best running back in his league. Doing when he's full time healthy, when he get that downhill speed, dude one of the best. Lateral movement, north south, catching the ball, breakaway speed. long. He could get the short yardage plays. He could get the long yardage plays. You know what I'm saying? He could do everything. You know what I'm saying in the group. So I just think they need to build on that and keep going. It's a great. Now, like you just said, like talk about all the NFC East. It's a great conference, man. They got a great conference. It's a great competition because Jalen
Yep.
Hurts ain't blinking. Jalen Hurts not blinking with them Eagles. Nick Sirianni, man, shout out to Nick. Oh, I can't remember. That's still crazy with Nick, that head coach. Nick Sirianni, man, over that thing, doing his thing with that offense, putting them in right positions with them weapons that they have. Devontae Smith could go off 1 week. A.J. Brown go off 1 week. You know, Jalen Hurts just does his thing. You know what I'm saying? Then Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Dallas being Dallas, you know what I'm saying? America's team. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? They're not the Giants. 3-1, man. I salute the Giants, man, because, you know, they've been the fate talking. They'll usually start on 4, and people be like, oh,
Yeah.
they season on it. That big time media up there in New York, man. I'm just happy for them that they're doing their thing, man. Keep feeding Saquon, man, and I think they'll be all right, man. Shout out to, you know, Brian Dable, you know what I'm saying, turning that thing around up there, man. So it'll be interesting, man, some upcoming weeks, man, when these division games get popping off.
Yeah, fully agree. Fully agree. But that is it for this episode. Like LeBron said, not gonna tell you guys yet, but we have an exciting guest coming on. Should be having it posted by Tuesday night, or Wednesday. But it'll be exciting, and look out for that next week. And we'll also be, as usual, talking about week 5 and our thoughts and stuff like that. But really appreciate it, and I'll let LeBron finish like usual.
Man, like, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Each and every week, man. We just want to thank y'all for tuning in to us, man. Like and subscribe to us. Leave your comments, like I said earlier. Man, we just appreciate you, man. As you can see the excitement in our voice, and you can see how games been going all year, man. It's gonna be an interesting NFL season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't even if people can say, oh man, who you think going to the Super Bowl right now? I really do not know.
Nope. No clue.
You ain't no
No
telling
clue.
who gonna go. You know, I might be biased. We might be biased a little bit because we big time Raven fans. You know what I'm saying? With me playing and my guy being one since he was born out the womb. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we just appreciate. Keep tuning in. We're gonna keep bringing this heat. Like you said, next week, big guest coming on. Can't wait to get my guy on. You know what I'm saying? Interview him. You know what I'm saying, and everything, man. But it's just a blessing to get on here. You know what I'm saying, and do our thing, man. Being always
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you, boss. You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? Everything you do for the show. You know what I'm saying? Without you, man, this thing wouldn't be running right, man. He the man. It ain't me, man. It ain't me, man. It's Ben. It's not me, baby. Ben running today. Hey, if it weren't for Ben, it's Ben, man. Ben running this thing, man. So I appreciate you, boss. And appreciate all our fans, man. And like we always say, man, tune in. Tune in, man. We're going to be bringing this heat every week, man. You know what I'm saying? I for him, baby. Yeah.